That's Mayor Brandon Scott. Shorty, pull your mask up. 2026, it's going to be Shorty, stop shitting on me. Potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. From 1986 to now. Yeah. If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with an inmate. 2026, we're going to share this toilet with the world. That's Kwai and Fume. And that's Ivan Bates. And Ivan Bates is working for Sinclair Broadcasting. Yeah, Fox. Fox is in the hen house. That's Senator Van Hollen. Like I said, I'm the cook in Baltimore. Never bite the hand that feeds you. On February the 2nd, 2011, my mother died from cancer. On February the 2nd, 2011, I blew the whistle on Scott Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Governor O'Malley's mom machine, the money behind mass incarceration. And it was in the bag. It was in the truck. And this is the truck that you stole from me. You took a truck, a computer, and $250 million in intellectual property theft. I was making a movie. I'm an activist, and activism ain't terrorism. That's the Supreme Court, 2007. All right, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I am Dred Scott. That's a notary. This is to prove I was making a movie. And I use the toilet to do it. The Toilet Public Accommodations Act. All right, this is the toilet is a political statement of freedom of speech. That's the Department of Justice, 2007. That's Dick Durbin. And that's a jailhouse diary from 2007, 2011. All right, 2007, 2011. This is a blanket I had made. Shows my history of activism in Baltimore. That's Martha's Place. That's Runners for Justice. Yeah, all right. No boundaries. Best the book bus. That's the Department of Justice, 2014, Alan Locks. That's my Department of Justice ID number. Like I said, I was making a movie about Baltimore and mass incarceration. I gave you some Marcus Garvey. I gave you some Malcolm X. I gave you some Thurgood Marshall. Yeah. And I gave you the toilet. All right. Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. That's Mayor Brandon Scott, Commissioner Worley, and Commissioner Harris.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm a brown little pile of poo.
If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with an inmate. 2026, we're going to share this toilet with the world. Through the arts. Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. Maryland Citizens for the Arts. Art and Activism. The Art of Protest. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. And that's the book about Baltimore. Shorty, pull your mask up? Nah, Shorty, stop shitting on me. Those are criminal charges against Scott Schellenberger. Do blacks have rights which white America respects? Because racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Sitco. And like I said, 70 days of session. You got 70 days left. Today's Tuesday. That's me, Champion for Justice. And this is the book that Antonio Hayes got. That's the tool library. And everybody on this blanket can tell you a story about Shorty. That's the ACLU. That's free Keith Davis. Yeah, you free Keith Davis. I want a trial. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's my Facebook book. That's the Get Shorty movie. And that's Out for Justice. You feel me? So Dr. K, WEEA Radio, this is my extra credit, bending towards social justice. All right, 90 days with Dr. K, 90 days with Shorty. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. I'm out $250 million in intellectual property for making a movie about Baltimore. And it's all right here. It's all right here. You feel me? Baltimore Teachers Union. That's Tyrone West, Tawanda Jones, and me. And that's my prison ID. You feel me? That's my prison ID. That's Bill Ferguson. That's Brian Frosh. And that's the Bay Bridge before it was tore down. Stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6. That's not progress. Yeah, I don't do frenemies. So in 2026, we're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. Everybody had anything to do with what I went through, we're going to tell the truth. It's my commitment to Christ. Moses parted the Red Sea. Shorty parted some rednecks. Michelle Alexander wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. Well, we're going to tell the new faces of old Jim Crow. 79. And we're going to do it through the legal lens. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. That's the Baltimore Orioles. And these are the tapes. Like I said, Maryland Citizens for the Arts. And that's Fox 45. When Trump came to town the first time around. So we're going to do it again. Everything President Trump got, everything the Secret Service got, everything Fox got. Yeah. I'm out $250 million in intellectual property theft. Y'all lied on me. So now we're going to tell the truth. It's Black History Month. And I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. I'd free a lot more if you knew you were slaves. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, we're going to unmask Baltimore. That's a certificate of identity, all right? And that's the Department of Justice. And that's notarized. Whistleblower, the movie. Checks and balances. No part of the government is stronger than each other. Taxation without representation is a denial of my constitutional right. So in 2026, I want exoneration of the Supreme Court. And Governor Westmore got my paperwork. You wear the mask, you got to put in the work.